What's up, people? How about this? How about I go turn the light on, huh? Before I do this intro, like a moron, you can actually see my face. There we go. House is looking a little thin, all right? Your boy's moving, okay? Flag's already packed up. This is probably going to be my second to last video that I'm gonna make here. The last one is going to be my semi-hermetic teardown, which is going to be, I got 20, all right, I got 980, I need 20 more subscribers. I'll take that semi-herm. I got to do it before I leave here anyway, okay? Your boy's getting married, and the lady ain't going to want no semi-hermetic compressor sitting around in the garage, all right? It's got to get done. It's got to get done. Worst comes to worst, I'm going to record it and just wait, all right? Just hang on tight. Or I just let it go early. I don't know. Look, all right, here's the deal. The wedding, all right, it's gonna be right here, live on YouTube. November 2nd, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Y'all are more than welcome. Jump on in if you want. If you don't want, I don't care. But I kind of lucked out, okay? Someone decided to marry this idiot right here. And I gotta take a chance while I get it, you know. I don't even remember what this video is about. Oh, this is a short one, okay? Burned up wiring. Yeah, see, we learned something about electrical on this one, okay? So, watch, learn, catch you on the next one. Got the big old air handler here, okay? This is a decent sized building. It's not huge by any means, but each floor has its own air handler. Condensers are probably up on the roof. Ain't seen them. Matter of fact, it's the first time I've seen this in this specific building. So basically, we're running off pneumatics here, okay? I don't like the pneumatics. I don't like them. It's old school, it's outdated. But the buildings that are running on them, to switch everything to low voltage is not impossible. But man, I tell you what, it is some kind of money. I'll tell you what, because you got to take out all your pneumatic switches and then replace them. But look at this, not even hooked up. As a matter of fact, let's look at this even closer. They've already been switched over. Well, maybe not, because this pneumatic switch is connected to a low voltage switch, so these vanes don't move on their own. You know what? We ain't here for that. Cool. Let's go on with the next thing. What we got here is a blower motor on this thing. Was apparently smoking it up, you know, smoking the good stuff. And yes, the power's off. And should have brought my 6-foot ladder, you know. So I know some of our guys came out here and replaced on this motor. Oops, get the leg. I know this is one that we replaced. We replaced 2 of them in this building, and she's smoking it up. So here's what we got. Okay, I used my sniffer. It smells pretty nasty right in here. We do have this guy right here is she's just, you know, she's seen better days, okay? They use big blues on this. Typically, I would use something more along the lines of kerney, but I don't carry kerneys. I only basically use kerneys on jobs that I know I'm gonna need them, so then I go get them because they're not cheap. But 2 things can cause this to happen. Thing 1 is, that one's starting to melt too. I might replace on that one too. The motor is pulling too hard on one leg and causing one leg to overheat, melt up. These big blues are not bad wire nuts. They can take a lot of heat. I would have wrapped it a little bit more in some tape instead of the little bit that they did, but you know it gets hot when your copper is melting. Okay, the copper wire is melting. That's hot. Okay. Another thing that can cause this is excessive vibration. So if your wire nut is not tight enough, that electrical connection is not super tight, and there's tiny vibrations, then vibrations in electricity equals heat. The more it vibrates, the more it heats. The longer it vibrates, the more it heats. It turns into a big glowing ball of copper, and then this happens. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and replace this, trim it back to some good wire, and put another big blue on, because that's what I have. Okay, and I might do this one too, since this one's already starting to show the signs. It's not sharting, okay? It's starting. It's not sharting. Anywho, it's really hard for me to get. I'm gonna try it for y'all. All right, I'm gonna get the headlamp on with the head thing we got going on here. It just smashes the headlamp like right between the eyes, which is all right. I hope y'all can see, and I hope I can see, and we all can see what's going on. All right, I've already tested power, but just because this is a lot of power, I'm gonna test it again. Make sure we're dead, because this is not something I want to get hit by ever. Dig around, make sure you get something good in there. All right, I am getting about a volt, 2 volts. That's just feedback. That's nothing big. Dig and feel like I'm digging in someone's chest cavity here. All right, we're dead. So find out where to start. I want to keep as much wire as I possibly can. So I'm gonna try to just cut as much of this. If I cut it all the way back to here, I'm not gonna have enough wire to work with. I need to cut it to right about here, as long as it's good wire. And we can go from there. I need to change this thing backwards, because it is dull as can be. Be better off using a butter knife. This side's clean though. So let's see what we can do here. This might take a minute. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut this here. I only brought my dang strippers. I should have brought some dikes, but well, you know what? I didn't. So it is what it is. You know, I say that now. I may end up having to go get my dikes, because these don't even open up wide enough to get a bite. Yep, I think we're gonna make it work. I know people use the right tool for the right job. Well, you know what? I didn't bring it. It's down in the truck, 4 floors down, out in the parking lot. And if this doesn't work, then I gotta go get it, then I gotta go get it. But we're actually cutting through this. So there it is. That big one looks like she is a number 3. If I had to guess, I'd say that's a big strand, number 3. There's only 7 strands in it, but there's some big old strands, you know. And we'll find our space between these. This thing is fried, people. Always cut towards your body with a razor blade. Okay, don't do that, all right? Don't cut towards your body with a razor blade. All right, we're free and clear. This one is good. This one is a little brittle. We're gonna trim back about a 1/4 inch on each one of these. That's what I'm saying. This one is my main incoming. I can't do much with this one, all right? This one is gonna probably need a kerney. It is too big for a big blue. That's really disheartening. So I gotta go down and get some. So it's just too big. Your big blue will fit around that by itself. I mean, nothing against the peeps who did this the first time, but and they probably even asked for kerneys, but it probably wasn't in their job quote. But here's a big blue, all right? That's the whole thing. So it's too small. This wire nut is too small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get 3 kerneys. We're gonna come back on this thing, and whenever I do, I'll come back with you, and we'll go from there. So I don't really have a choice. I want to do this the right way. I'm not gonna do it so that I have to come back in a month to this thing smoking out again, burning up. You single phase these motors, they ain't gonna work at all. This one may already be single phased and it may not work. I don't know. Let's hope she does work. If not, we do have one at the shop. But these things are heavy, people. So we had to, or not we, because your boy wasn't here, okay? But the guys had to put an anchor in this beam right here and put a D-ring on it to be able to hoist this motor up into place, and then lower the old one. I'm gonna be back with some kerneys, and we will go from there. There's some Earl on this thing. That's just grease from the bearing. I'm not worried about it. I'll be back. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to the truck, see if I got any kerneys. I don't think I do. All right, I might have one. You know what? I'll be back shortly. All right, people, I'm back with some kerneys. So this is what I'm talking about. Okay, get the wire put in the deal there. You undo the thing with your deal, tighten it down, and it's tight. Okay, what we're looking for. Electrical connection is tight. I'm hoping that they all fit in the deal here, but we're gonna throw these puppies on and do them one at a time, because I ain't trying to look at a wiring diagram today, and we'll go from there. I might cut this one back a little bit because it's got a broken part right here. So let's go ahead and strip it from here. I know they make strippers for these big old wires, but your boy ain't gonna be using that, because you see, I ain't got one, you know? We just go around and around, and this might be even a spot where the insulation is melted to the copper, in which case it is not going to slide off, which looks like what we're doing. This is where we get our knife-y. We're going to strip it this way. Yeah, because it's really easy to strip like this. Goodness gracious. Now that's some serious insulation right there. Ain't no way strippers was getting that off. Okay, we got to start. The other ones are going to be easy to strip. This is my tough one. There it is. Got her. All right, so we're just going to put the incoming into one lug, and then we're going to put all the outgoings, so there's 5, strip them all back and stick them in the other lug, and there we have a good solid connection. I got my dang, there it is. Loosen these lugs up. Oh, pulled off the wrong, don't pull off the wrong things, people. So you can put your wires in either side. Just because you're using these does not mean you don't need to tape it up, okay? Tape it up like you're building the wall, you know? Trump style, you know? Just build the wall, okay? If you think you put enough electrical tape on it, just put a little bit more on the thing. And you can't go wrong unless you put so much on there you can't fit it in the deal. this, I don't know what size it is, but I believe it's probably it's got a, it's either, I don't know, it's 1, 2, or 3. I don't think it's 1. It's either 2 or 3. So stick it in the deal. There is electrostatic jelly inside these that help the current travel from one side to the other without any arcing. You want to get it tight, okay? She's tight. I ain't worried about that one. We're going to strip our little ones here, all of our outgoings, make sure that we can strip them to the point that she ain't brittle, and leaving plenty to, yep, that one's stripped fine. If it's too brittle, it ain't gonna strip off. My big guy, I didn't have a choice on that one because I'm running out of wire. And the last thing I want to do on this job is run a new wire. There's a human calling me. So let me get the humans and I'll get back with y'all just shortly. Missed that one, but that's okay. I was on the horn. Basically, I stripped them all back, twisted them all together, made them even so we don't have one that's going to try and slip out on us. And then we're going to just go to town on it, you know? Get her in there nice and tight. And just leave no room for vibrations. Put our caps back on this side. And we're going to tape it like you ain't never taped nothing before. Got my tape here. Using the blue tape today. I can't find my black. So, I don't know. I'm not an electrician, all right, people? Tape's tape to me. I know. I'm going to catch some hate by saying that. So I'm going to get some electricians being like, hey, tape is a phase tape and 33 blah blah. Okay, you're right. There's more to it. I know. I have never taken the time to learn what, but I know there's more. So we're just gonna go around this puppy all the way back to the wires back here and just go. All right. My thing is I gotta have enough tape in this roll to finish the deal. Well, all right, I'm gonna call this one good. Hip, leave a flag, people. What's a flag, you say? Oh, okay. Thought you said that. It's a little piece of the end of the electrical tape that's folded so it sticks out. The next person that's gonna come out here, and they can just pull the thing right off, you know? And it's not a big deal, no harm, no foul. Now, number 2, that is some stout wire. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna try and take this one off with all the wires attached, because I want as much wire as humanly possible to work with. Get off my finger. And that one's already starting to melt. I did the hardest one first. All right, this is the second hardest one. Probably gonna fast forward this part. And this one's already beginning to melt. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Get off of the deal. Get There we go. Got her. Got her. So if y'all can see, this is warped. It's already melting. I'm gonna see if we can unscrew this one. There it is. See that? Super. Let's check the power. I know I probably should have done it before I put my fingers all over the daggum thing, but I was careful not to touch any of the wiring, and the disconnect is off, so none of these legs should have power, but I'm also not gonna go just licking my fingers and getting on the thing there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Where's my ground in here? There it is. That's the best way to check. Nothing. All right, so we're good to grab on those. Trying to leave as much length as possible. I don't see any point in making y'all watch this. Like this one, yes. The next one is going to be the easier one. It doesn't have any melting going on as of yet. So we'll do this one and then we'll cut you off until I get her started up, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, these guys are, try to straighten all these guys out, twist them together and stick them in the deal. Well, we're gonna do the big one first. These kerneys are rated for number 1 down to 14. I could imagine putting a 14 in this humongous thing. Get off. Get off. I'm gonna strip these back a little bit more. A little more. Not much, just a little bit. Give me enough to twist on them. Alright, now this is the part y'all missed on the first one. We're going to put all these wires together and make them even, so we don't have one that's slacking, trying to scoot out of the back, you know. It's that one that sits in the back of the classroom, tries to excuse themselves quietly from class with no one noticing. We don't want that guy over here, okay? We need all of them to participate in the events that are happening. And tighten. And tape. Oh, put your plugs back in. More protection, the better. I learned about kerneys from my old electrician buddy that I worked with at my last job. He taught me a lot of electrical stuff, so I can do a lot of electrical on my own. Some companies won't even go into a panel. I don't mind going into a panel, but that's about as far as your boy's gonna go. I'll open the dead man panel up and take a gander, you know, check power. I can verify if we got a bad breaker or something, but as far as the panels go, that's about as far as I'm gonna go. Probably too far, but I don't mind doing that. And I'll let y'all see the flag this time. All right, the flag. You take your end, you fold it on itself. You got a flag, okay? It ain't gonna unravel itself. There's no rhyme or reason behind getting rid of that. And I won't bore y'all with this last one because this one's not melted at all yet. Then see, they didn't leave a flag, so this is the problem. All right, they didn't leave a flag. Now I got to dig around and try to find out where the end of this is. I can't see it. I may just end up having to take a razor blade to it. Oh, there, maybe that's it. All right, cool. I'm gonna take this off, come back with finished product. We'll turn it on and let you listen, see if it smokes. We'll watch it. If it does, she's getting replaced. I'll be back in a little bit. We have a finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on before I shove all these in here and shove them in the cap. And we'll see what we got going on. Let me turn this light off. I might just get back with y'all once I get down, because, you know, I brought a ladder. Well, I brought the 4-footer out here, alright? And I should have brought the 6-footer, even the 8-footer would have been smart. Actually, that was easy to get down. Well, never mind then. Stuff clear of the area. Clear of the area. Let's get some power on it. Ugh. I don't even know how to get power on it. We're gonna figure it out. All right, what do we got here? We got a breaker panel. We got everything on the deal. That's the thing that comes over from the deal. Where's the deal? That goes over here, comes over there, goes down. This is it. Goes into this box. There's a start-stop button and there's a reset button. So we're gonna start with the reset button. See what we got. And bring the fire. Ah. That's not a reset button. Okay, so we're gonna hit the start button. Can we see? Hope you can see. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, go. Oop. Well, it started and it just immediately stopped. Okay, why won't it keep running? Start should mean it continuously runs. Those are on. Runs into this panel. We got on. We got on. AH4. I might need to get with the guy to find out what is going on. with his controls. He may have controls turned off somewhere else. I know all these are off. So what we can do is, that's full speed. I don't see no smoke. I don't hear no smoke. Do you hear any smoke? I think I hear some smoke going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold this button for a little bit, and we're gonna go there, put my hands on the thing, see if it's even kind of warm. Those kerneys can take a ton of heat, a lot more than those big blues. I have a feeling that though this is probably for our controls, probably for the condenser, which tells the air handler to come on. He probably just shut it all off to be safe. Smart guy. I would have done the same. You know, be safe. All right, let's go see what we got. This thing's gonna take a minute to stop, so don't stick your hands in the thing there. You're gonna have a few less fingers than you came in with. All right. That is a big motor with a lot of horsepower to it. I'm using my sniffer, okay? Feeling the water. They're cool to the touch. I'm gonna shove them in the thing and then find the controls. But unless there's something weird that happens, people, I'm gonna be done with you for now, because this one's pretty much done. Yeah, I got nothing for you. Got any questions or anything? Comments? Put the comments. Whatever. All right. Been a hot minute, but I've been busy moving. I'm sure I've already explained that in the intro that I haven't made yet, that I'll make whenever I actually post this video. It gets confusing to me. Anywho, there's no roof walk, all right? We're in the air handler room, okay? There's some stuff over there, okay? And there's stuff over there, and there's stuff over there. Lots of shoddy plumbing. It's an old building. Where am I? I am in Richardson, Texas. That's right. Hey, be good. Till next time. Deuces.